Okay, so this video is going to show you how to progress the posterior pelvic tilt exercise. So this assumes that you've already mastered the posterior pelvic tilt. You can hold that rock solid and you know how to activate your transverse abdominis. If you don't, definitely go back to those videos. There's links all over this page going to those videos, and the video should be on this page. You need to master those before you get to this step. So I'm not going to talk too much about them, but if you're having trouble, definitely go back to those videos and you can refresh yourself. So for this, I'm just showing you where my legs are for this one because you're going to need to see them because we're going to use our legs as weights. So you're going to activate your transverse abdominis by drawing those bones in the front here together and holding your P in. And then you're going to tip your pelvis posteriorly. So you're going to get that posterior pelvic tilt. Your back is going to flatten. I want that back to stay flat as possible to the ground. I don't want it to move a millimeter during this exercise. Then you're going to lift up one leg and then slowly lower it down. Same with the other side. You're going to switch sides and then lower it down. On the way down is the most important part. So you're going to count to about 3 on the way down. While your leg is going down, your back is going to want to come up like this. So you're going to be using all those lower abdominals to fight back and stop that pelvis from tipping forward. Now I'm going to show you the difference between me using my transverse abdominis and not using it. So I'm a really good example of why this muscle is important, and I've had a lot of back pain. So this has helped me tremendously. So this is me using my transverse abdominis. So I'm going to draw those two bones in the front in together and hold my P. That flattens my stomach a little bit. And then I'm going to tip my pelvis posteriorly, activating the rest of my core. And then I'm going to lift one leg up and one leg down. Now, watch what happens when I don't do the transverse abdominis activation. So if I just tip my pelvis posteriorly and come up, look at how my stomach pops out like that. Now, that's still going to strengthen some of my lower abdominals, but it's not going to get the most important one. And even though that transverse abdominis can be in a kind of a nuisance to add on to this, it makes this exercise way more helpful. So if you aren't able to keep that transverse abdominis contraction during this exercise and keep that belly kind of flat without poking out like that, then I highly recommend going back and spending more time on that before progressing to this exercise. So normally I do this alternating legs until fatigue, and usually about once a day, but all my patients get their own exercise parameters. So that's just a general idea of how I normally do it.